All right. So today is 29th of January 2022, and today's session is second session 90B, and our topic of discussion today is gratitude invites grace. In the morning, I have discussed a lot about gratitude, and we'll also touch upon that. And in here, I think we need to focus more about understanding of grace. Yeah. So that if you listen to the morning video and this one, you will get the complete picture. So this is a subject which is not confined to a little bit of space of time, because this is need to be experienced. These are all experiential understanding. But at the same time, just we need to certain level of understanding, then we can we can understand what we are experiencing. Okay. If I ask you, what is the grace? Okay, gratitude is thankfulness and all. I discussed in detail. I will touch upon that again. Gratefulness that's a gratitude that you can express. Now I'm talking about grace. So what is the grace we are talking here? If I ask you what is the grace, so I'm sure you will be able to give me 4 or 5 examples of different types of grace that we come across in our life. So those are what, right? We send an invitation to somewhere, we invite you to grace the occasion. Grace the occasion as a chairman or chief guest. That's one kind of grace. Now we said maybe some what is called Oscar award ceremony, and maybe some best actress award when she looks graceful. Yeah, so that is another type of grace. When somebody we are giving a gift to someone, that other person, no, I don't want gift and I don't want gift. So why to bring gift for me? So then somebody else has advised, okay, he has brought some gift for you, receive it gracefully. Why give all this notanki? I don't need it. I no. And then good, just receive it. It's okay. There's another type of grace. So then sometimes we defaulted by paying the bills. They give a grace period. So you do, this is okay, 2 weeks more. If you don't pay, then fine will apply. So those are another kind of grace. In the exam, we come across that somebody failed just 2 marks below, so 2 grace marks they add the teacher, so become pass. So that is another grace. Okay. So the grace is not a new word. So we use it many times, many different occasions, many type of situations. Okay. The thing that we are talking here, so that is, people say that everything is God's grace. It is the spiritual meaning of the grace that we are now will be discussing. Not all those, grace may be so many others also. I'm not talking about that. So this spiritual grace, because you see, for the explanation point of view, I keep God out of picture, because when I mention God, people think of their idea of God that comes into play. And idea of God is different to different people. So in one type of people, God is angry and punishing. if you don't do, if you don't worship, or if you offer some food, say laddu or something, he will get angry. Yeah, so he will curse you. Yeah. This is a fear mongering God. Okay. Then next step is that means we have to be just to avoid that curse or anger, we have to do something. There's one kind of concept of God people have. Another kind of concept of God is that somebody who's higher up there, somewhere, very powerful. Nothing goes out of his thing. He's watching every time, everybody. So be careful. Like the God is to them is a bigger version of CCTV camera network. Somebody is watching. Big brother is watching or something is watching. That's the idea of God. To some, God is somebody who can donate anything. You have to go and apply, and God will give it. Okay. God is a big, what is called, um, uh, what is called charity. Big charity organizers. So whatever you go and ask, that God will give charity. This is the idea I'm showing of the people. I'm not talking about God. I'm talking the idea people may have God. Like that, Deepak Chopra, he has write a book on this. Okay. The name of the book is Future of God. Okay. Future of God. I also initially thought, what is this calling future of God? Future of God does not mean, when I read it, I understand. He didn't mean the God's future. He meant what is the way it is going, what people idea will have the God in future. Okay. That's why it's an interesting book. You can read it. Okay. So it is some entities, they are something, but it is not this is the so very it's a different in different people. No? So all these are mostly transactional base, like give and take base, and then more you go higher in that understanding and awareness. So you will be having a relationship with a God like a father son or father daughter or mother daughter, this kind of relationship. So that is another level. That's a spiritual level. You are now I'm talking about this, that you can have that kind of thing. Somebody can just feel that way. So that is good. Okay. Like I give all my worries to my mother and she will take care of it. So that's the one way of these things. The higher of that, okay, I'm a little bit mistracking. I'll come back to the original topic of grace. Why I will not use God's grace? It's coming from the creator, universal consciousness. That is the grace coming. But before universal grace, I'm just exploring that what God means, different thing, because God means different. So when we say God's grace, you will link to that. It means if somebody's God is a fearful thing, if I don't do something, I'll be punished, I will have a sickness, I will be diseased, and I'll burn in hell. This kind of idea, your grace is just to avoid the punishment. I don't want to be punished. That's the idea of grace will be. So this kind of thing. And those who say that you need to please God, you have to offer many things, like you have to give laddus or sweets or whatever. You have to give sacrifice goat or whatever idea of your offering is. So then your idea will go to invite more grace. Last time I gave 1 kilo laddu. This time I must be giving 5 kilo laddu to invite more grace. Na? These are your idea of inviting grace. Na? None of them is there. So I will come to that. First, you understand our human behavior. It is very interesting. If you study this, how human behave, the human relationship with God is extremely, extremely interesting cases. Yeah? So, okay. So then the next higher version of the relationship with so-called God is the relationship of a friend. relationship with a friend. When you elevate in the spiritual level, you have a friendship relationship with God. So that is also another stage of this, the level of awareness. So it's all about awareness. So I will explain that a little bit. But first I'm thinking, what are the different types of things? If you elevate further in this understanding, your relationship with God, you come to a stage is a God is your lover. Like same, what is called twin flame or whatever you call it, is two bodies, one soul, that kind of concept. When you come to that level of lover, that is actually portrayed by Lord Krishna and Radha. To express that has been given. It is not what is the filmy thing, what you think about, Radha and Krishna. It is not about that. It symbolizes this thing. So when you have a relationship like a lover with God, you have seen many masters that play the role of a Radha. There are many, masters. They treat themselves as Radha. Maybe he is a male. It's not about the gender of that person. So, but consider I'm like a Radha, and I'm looking for, looking for the Lord, like a passionate urge to meet with the lover, that kind of thing. Beyond, you may thinking, what can be beyond this? Beyond that, there will be nothing. There is one, the ultimate. Ultimate realization, you feel you are worshipping yourself. You are the one. That is the oneness. There is no other. You are the one. Basically, the way you are offering, praying, you are praying to yourself, you are offering to yourself. Everything is happening in you, within you. That is the ultimate self-realization. Anyway, why I have given this example of all this relationship, our relationship with God, because based on your understanding of the God, the grace of God will change. So that's why I will not use the word God. Okay. So I will use that the creator, the universal consciousness. So it is all about grace, means it is your individual connection with the creator. It is like a personalized broadband. The divine grace means you are the universal consciousness, you have the personal connection with that, like a broadband. Through that, many communication can happen, many things can come and go, that can all happen. But that connection is called the divine grace. And this grace is none of those grace I explained earlier, what we use in multiple places. So it's nothing to do with that. Here, when we take the gratitude invites grace, we are talking about the divine grace. We are talking about establishing that connection, the funnel with the infinite source, like universal consciousness, where infinite, the possibility to infinite flow of energy is possible. Only condition is that connection should be created out of pure love and surrender. Unless until you surrender to the divine, it will not come to you. Okay, it will not come to give you that through that channel, because as long as you own that, nothing will happen. You'll be limited to your limited capacity of a human being. That much you can get. But when you surrender, you're opening up to the infinite potential of this channel. Earlier also, I discussed earlier, explained, everything happening in our life is happening due to the divine reasons. Everything has a purpose. Every moment has a purpose. everything, without that, you can say that without permission of our soul, forget about universal consciousness, even the soul consciousness, without परमिशन ऑफ आवर सोल एक पत्ते भी नहीं हिल सकता, हाँ, एक बाल भी टेढ़ा नहीं हो सकता. As clear as that. Every moment, everything. So everything is happening out of that. Whether you know it or not, that is a different thing. That I will come back a little later. But everything is happening as part that the divine energy flow. Only matter is whether you are in tune with that. Whatever the divine energy flow is happening, are you in tune or off tune? You think you can control means you are some kind of rebel. You don't want to go with the flow. You just wanted to try here and there. Nothing wrong in trying. Try and finally come back. When we try and finally fail, we have no other option than to give it up to the surrender ourselves to the flow. That is, in that case, it is like came here by force. But people who are aware, they surrender voluntarily, willingly. Every day I wake up, I surrender 3 things to Mataji. To whom doesn't matter, but you choose to whom you like to. It ultimately goes to the same source. So I surrender 3 things to Mataji in the morning. My whatever thoughts pass through my mind today, thoughts, words, whatever I'm going to say, to whom, how, whatever, content of my thought, and actions, whatever action I'm going to take. I surrender in the morning to Mataji's feet. Anybody is demanding that it is to be surrendered? Mataji told me if you don't surrender, you will get punished. No. It is the first kind of God. I'm not talking about that. I willingly, why I'm surrendering? Because I feel that is the best way possible to live a life. If I surrender, why I surrender these 3 things? Why not? Why not to somebody else's this thing? Because somebody else's, they are not under my control. I have no right to surrender somebody else. It's not a goat that I will sacrifice in the temple. So I have no right. Okay, I have to only talk about myself. And these 3 things are because these are given as a soul contract we have as a free will. These 3 things, just now, whatever I'm going to think, just now, whatever I'm going to say, just now, whatever I'm going to do, these 3 things under my direct control, under my free will. Nobody comes in between. Even so-called God doesn't come into interfere, like the contract. So if I surrender this willingly, then what happens is this not mine, thy will be done. I get aligned into that flow. I aligned into that divine grace. By surrendering these 3 things, ऐसे भी कौन सा क्या उखड़ लिया इसको करके so many years. I just surrendered these 3 things. That opens up a possibility to get infinite connection with the source. Means steady connection with the infinite source. Otherwise, if I still use this free will, it will be still limited. Whatever my intelligence, man, buddhi, chitta, ahankar, wo chalayega. That will take care of it. But to go beyond, that's why this surrender is. And this surrender is not out of compulsion or fear. It out of pure love. It is loving surrender. Loving surrender means willingly, I'm going to do something. Okay, you heard the stories, or you might have experienced the 2 lovers, they travel miles after miles to meet the lover. In the maybe somewhere in some park or some restaurant, sitting hours and hours waiting for lover to come. So this giving for free. Yeah? So there is no charging this much time I need to charge, nothing. And so this is for free. So you're ready to give, you're ready to surrender. You give your time, effort, money. Of course, you go for, whether you to go for enjoy pani puri or go for the eat biryani, it takes like it needs money. So, but also you willingly pay, no problem. Okay. So all those, if you are in love, if it is everything, like I'm talking, what love I'm talking is not this love, but I'm just giving examples so that you can correlate from where it is coming. You're willing to give your time, कोई नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं है. अब घर में जाने के लिए लेट तो नहीं है, नहीं नहीं नहीं, लेट बहुत टाइम है. Okay. Are the situations or people what you don't like, even in a hurry, जल्दी खत्म करो भाई, अभी जाने हैं, फटाफट करो भाई. Okay. This is the human attitude. Okay. Both are under your free will. So surrender does not mean कि किसी ने हमने बंदूक रख लिया, कोई आर्मी is surrendering to another army, उसको handcuff पहन के ले जाएगा. No. This is loving surrender. And when we surrender, then we invite this divine grace towards us. Loving surrender is an expression of our gratitude. That's why it is called gratitude invites grace. And I was just mentioning that if somebody is asking for this, if you don't, surrender, I will not, you will not get anything. No. Divine grace is always showering. Only we don't have that awareness. That's why we could not feel it, we cannot see it, we cannot hear it. So only awareness makes the difference. It is always showering. Divine grace showering like a rain all the time. Only it matters how I am trying to receive it. If I put hand like this, it will go, within my fingers, it will go. Okay, I have taken some kind of, say, container, or maybe I go there, I said, okay, kitna pani chahiye? So I'll take this container. Do like this. So something will, this much water I can take. Or if I say कि क्या फर्क पड़ता है कि you take some intelligent people that hold it like that. So shower will come and drop, nothing will be there. Okay, because it will hold the other way around. Okay, we take some kind of little bit bigger container, maybe this. Okay, then you get 1 liter, something. And then you can bucket, you can go. It's not a matter of the source. It is about your container. This container is your awareness. It's always showering. Only it makes the difference. Are you aware or not? If divine grace is not showering, you would not have, your heartbeat would not have been there. Who is pumping that blood and heartbeat in your body? Who is sending the breeze? Have you ever thought who is creating the air on earth? Who created it? Okay, we talk of flow, storm, this and that, and some, then it becomes snow, it becomes this and that. Okay, fine. Problem with weather and all this kind of stuff. But who created air? How it is created? Nobody knows. Simple thing. I mean, we post-doctorate. From where air came? Well, no, it is there from the beginning. So I know it is there from the beginning. From where it came? Nobody knows. But that, what nobody knows, is giving you life. All we are sitting here and I'm giving lecture on Kriya, teaching Kriya and all these things with the breathing, the air. Without air, all are useless. Who is supplying that air? Isn't it a divine grace? Who is giving the sunlight? Okay, for what we are getting, we are feeding ourselves with those energy. So that energy supply is there. Your breathing is there. Everything is there. Okay, and it is for free. Okay. Nobody send you the bill, this much air you have taken. I've told you the story of the old gentleman in Italy. He had a COVID and he had to be put into ventilator for I think 10 days or something on oxygen. Oximeter and all people measure and they get dropped and all this kind of stuff. So when he was discharged from the hospital after that, so he has been given 5,000 euros bill by the hospital. And that so he started crying. Then the doctor said, "I'm very sorry about you." He may be, 75 years old gentleman. And he said, "I'm very sorry too that you are crying. Maybe bill is too much. Should I talk to the management, try to give you some kind of discount?" So maybe 5,000 euro is too much for you to. He said, "No, no, no, no. I have millions. Don't bother." So I'm not crying because my bill is high. I'm just saying for these few days, you are charging me 5,000 euros. I'm breathing for last 75 years, day and night, 24/7. If I have to pay that bill to whoever is supplying, then I could not have all the wealth of the world who have been fall short. That realization I'm trying. Okay, as simple as that. Okay. So that's what I meant when I'm saying divine grace is always showering. It is only our awareness makes the difference of that. So it's different way. I'm just giving one example. There are different ways that it is. You can feel that what is happening. It's you are whatever you claim to be yours, your body and this and that is none of this thing yours. Somebody else is running, designed it. Somebody is providing energy. Somebody else is feeding you, and somebody is running. Only thing what you do, you claim this is mine. That's the only thing you do. Surrender means at least with that much thankful to returning back, saying it's all yours, which is the truth anyway. That's called surrender, loving surrender. If you do that, you are completely aligned with the divine forces, and that is called divine grace. Now, in this factor, sometimes we are not aware of certain things, so we cannot directly connect with that, or we don't know how to get connected. Here comes the role of a guru. Okay, the only difference between you and a guru is guru has already walked the path. He knows how to connect. There's the only difference. He just walked the path before. It's not about somebody's big and somebody's small. No, because you are driving a car, just somebody has driven the car before. That's it. Nothing more than that. He knows the route. As simple as that. Now only he help you to how to get connected with the energy. How to get this loving connection with this energy. So because the guru knows it, he can be the mediator or felicitator of that. So initially what happens that as you don't have capacity to connect that infinite source directly, guru invokes it and pass it on to you. It is not created by guru anyway. Guru just because of out of guru's compassion, he just gets it because he knows how to do it. And he just simply pass it on to you. This is called guru's grace, grace of a guru. And it is unconditional. Guru does not need anything from you, not even a thank you. People do a lot of things with the guru. They shout at it, they blame them, and they try to give something, saying nonsense about them, even punish guru or even kill guru. Jesus Christ was crucified, right? Hammering nails on his hands and feet. People do a lot of things, but it doesn't matter. Still, it is the compassionate heart. It is passed on. This is called Guru's grace. Even Guru's grace. I'm talking now, I'm not talking the universal one. Even Guru's grace is infinite. It is beyond your capacity to receive it. Even it is coming via media to you. Only thing what Guru's job is, you have to elevate yourself so that you can sometime you'll connect yourselves directly. True Guru cannot make you dependent, not even with this. There, when we got this mission of householder spirituality, our mission was given to create masters, not disciples. So that you have to learn, walk the path so that you get the connection. Then it will come to you directly, and that is Guru's grace. Guru's job is only to take you up to there where that inner, whatever valve opens up or whatever you call it, gate opens up, connection with your inner Guru established. That is the job of external Guru is over. Then you have the direct connection, infinite, 24/7, broadband, whatever name you call it. It is there. And when you are in the process of that, till you reach there, this journey, because it is unknown territory, that's why you need somebody's help to go there, because this you have never experienced before. If you have already experienced, you are Guru. No need to take anybody's help, you know. So you take the help of somebody to take you there. And during this process, what happens is, Guru knows that end of that journey, you need to surrender. Otherwise, things will not come, flow will not come to you. So, in this case also, we have a free will, we have a choice. When we surrender ourselves, I was talking about the Mataji and Babaji, I said, Babaji's grace, I don't want to disturb Babaji with small things, my surrender. Okay, that's why I choose Mataji, please. So, because it is a personal thing, all global thing or humanitarian or humanity issues, I ask Babaji. Otherwise, personal thing, my personal surrender is a small thing. The grand scheme of thing is just nothing. That I told Mataji, please take that. So I don't bother Babaji into all these things. So in these things, what happens is, in this process, you learn how to surrender from your Guru. Guru is not demanding anything. That's why it is called Guru Kripahi Kevalam. Because without that, we'll never know. Okay, ये जो है ना, रिवर क्रॉस करने के लिए वो नाव चाहिए ना, ये बोट चाहिए. So without that boat, you cannot cross that other side. As simple as that. So वो दरिया जो है ना, वो क्रॉस करने की ये एक ही जरिया है. When you are in the boat or when you are in the aeroplane, everything depends on the pilot. You can reach to the destination, you crash and die. It's in the hand of a pilot, right? So that time you have to, when we are in the boarding in the aeroplane, then you have to say that pilot Kripahi Kevalam. So we have to depend, we don't know. Maybe the condition of the pilot is not good. Maybe he's mentally unstable, or he had a fight in his home and then sit in the cockpit. We never, nobody knows. Huh? Maybe maximum they can check whether he had a party last night, alcohol. That's all maximum they can check. But mind is not work very, very complicated way. So maybe 6 days back he took alcohol and that effect will come now. It's possible. Okay. Anyway, so when we say the Guru Kripahi Kevalam, we start practicing this. Guru does not demand, as I mentioned earlier, even a thank you. Guru is not expecting even a thank you. It doesn't matter. But it is for you to learn how to surrender so that you can invite this grace. Now, I think already have spoken enough on this, the grace. Now, Morning, I did the other way around. I discussed only of the gratitude and very short grace. Now, all about grace. So, this is Guru's grace. This is divine grace. I'm summarizing. It is loving connection you develop where the energy can flow towards you from Guru to you because Guru's grace. When you connect, you have the capacity, you learn this and connect, your awareness grows, you can connect to the divine. Okay, maybe some smart question will be that, but I don't see any reason why the Guru's grace is needed. No. Why I directly go to, why go with the Guru? So I'll go direct. Give me some technique. Directly I can connect to universal consciousness. Yeah. See, reason you need to pass through the Guru because to invite that universal, the grace of not God, universal consciousness, okay, you need to create a space within you which has, which is beyond thought. No thought should be there. No emotion should be there. No ideas, no philosophies, no ideologies, no prejudices, no conditionings. That space, unless until you create within you the universal consciousness, the divine grace will not, you will not be able to attract it. You will not be able to handle it. Okay. Just I repeat what I'm saying. To invite the divine grace directly and permanently. Always, I'm saying that it is always there, but to make it, to understand it, so this, you have to be high awareness level. For that, you need to create a space within you, which is where there is no thought, no emotion, no idea, no philosophy, no prejudices, no visualization, nothing. Okay? Only then you can attract that because this is a requirement to invite that. Most of the people fail there. They cannot create that space. That's what you have to learn from Guru. How to create that space within me where there is no thought, no emotion, no prejudice, no conditioning, no belief system, no ideology, okay, no previous gyan, bookish knowledge. It's difficult because we are now from the childhood, whatever we learned the other way around, is basically cleaning your system to make that empty space. To do that, you wanted to say buy a new furniture. Okay, maybe you have ordered, so you need a lavish lifestyle. 50 furniture you ordered. Okay, you ordered, but where you will keep it? You don't have space. Your house has to be that big so that you can accommodate all 50 furnitures. That you need to learn how to create that empty space. Even if you got a space, you maybe get a godown full of, the sandbags or thing like that. You can still cannot use it. No, you cannot keep the furnitures there. So you need to develop a proper space to keep those furnitures. Guru will teach you how to do that. So Guru's job will be to help you to create that space where you can all the furnitures you get from the divine. Once you started getting it, Guru's job is over. Okay, so that's what is the Guru's grace, and next is the divine grace. Unless until you are ready, it will not flow to you. So that is also as simple as that. Otherwise, that become a junk. If suppose you have a house, maybe say 2-bedroom apartment, nothing wrong in that. I'm not talking it's a good, bad, or something. Or maybe, okay, fine. You have a 5-story villa, but you purchase 5,000 furnitures. From where you will keep? You put all the veranda and all the rooms, even the rooftop, it is still not there. So you have to dump in the front of your house and it's become a junk. It will obstruct you to entering and going out. So it is not about receiving more. Okay. It is about getting what you really need and experience of that, full experience of that. Otherwise, it itself become an obstacle. Whatever you're buying today, if you buy too much, that become an obstacle. If you enjoy some food, you are enjoying, that's very good. Suppose, somebody likes a cheese pakora. I'm just giving some example. So you so much liked it, you eat 10 plates of cheese pakora. Okay. Next day will feel the consequence of that. Forget about enjoyment. So the this idea of getting more is coming from the mind of accumulation that we are trained into, unfortunately. That will not give the experience of more. Only you will get experience of more when you are connected with the flow. That's it. No need to store anything. Okay. No need to build a big house and buy 500 furnitures. Huh? But you should be able to go and move around wherever you like, at what time you like. And then you are enjoying the infinite. You can walk in the mountain and you see the beauty of that nobody else is having. Just you are on your own. Only you say, oh, walk in the mountain, how can it be mine? It is not yours. Who said? Do you think the building you bought is yours? No. It's an illusion of your ownership. True ownership lies when you can feel with this, whatever the nature provides free of cost. One day I was telling one poem of Rabindranath Tagore. No? So that is a true consciousness. You feel that everything is, bird is chirping for you. Flower is giving fragrance for you. Because this is coming from oneness. At one level, it is correct. The sky, beauty of the sky is for you. Okay, sunlight is coming for you. Everything is for you. Okay, so only thing you have to experience, not to hoard them. Okay, anyway, so now let us come back to the topic. So I hope you clearly understand what the divine grace is, what Guru's grace is, and how to get there. So Guru's grace is only to take you up to there, to give you the platform where there is no thought, no emotion, no prejudice, no conditioning, no belief system, and blah, blah. Only to give you that platform so that you create the space. Now you have it. You have the instrument within you to connect. That's it. Beyond that, you are not been able to because you didn't create the space. You don't know how to do that. That's it. Guru already knows how to create the space and did it. And that's why. And then you get free flowing of that grace. It will be through you. Not only you'll be enjoying, it will be flowing through you and it will go into the masses through you. That's how the grace flows. Okay, now the gratitude. Why it is saying that gratitude invites grace? Because when we are in the grateful mode, then our vibrationally, we are at our peak. So it is our PEVF reaches at the highest point. And that is the time the universe communicates with us with vibration. So the loving surrender, the gratitude invites that energy towards us. And of course, when you practice something, you learn 108 stomach breathing, you learn Kriya and do a lot of other, 5-step inhalation, one exhale, a lot of things. We can enhance your vibration, no doubt about it. It's called Pranpat. Or maybe some guru can transfer his energy. It is called Shaktipat. And these are all possible. But only thing is, it will increase your vibration temporarily. You need to know how to hold it. After you Kriya, and then slowly, Kriya meditation will go on that. Or when you are out of, somebody, some master starts slowly, vibration will go down. So to maintain that high level of vibration, if you can practice only your gratitude all the time, it's called living in attitude of gratitude. That will continue your high level of vibration, and that's how will invite that flow of that energy through you. That's called divine grace. So now this is what it means. The gratitude invites grace, means by gratitude we can loving surrender, we can reach our maximum vibrational potential as a human being. And that has been noticed by the universe, and then it is responded accordingly, because universe responds as per your own vibration. More purer the vibration, the better the chance of attracting that energy towards us. That's it. That's why from the still beginning, maybe the Vedic stage, the age, the masters are saying, be in the loving attitude of gratitude. And in the Vedic age, they have given some, because people are not understanding, how can I be loving? So they say, okay, fine. You find they have given a technique. I'm just narrating. I'm not preaching that myself. I'm just narrating what they say that time. They say that you see God in everybody. What you are grateful about. So this thing is a God. Okay. So I need to, for traveling, I need some chariot. It's a car, older version of car. So the car is a God. So I'm getting breeze from the trees. Trees are helping me to receive. The trees are God. Soil is God. Sun is God. Moon is God. Everybody is God. And to one sense, that is correct. Everything is created by the universal consciousness. Yeah? So if you feel everybody is God, everything is God, then whatever your approach towards God is automatically come to everything. And that way, what will happen is you live in the attitude of gratitude. That's it. Okay. Only thing is what we need to learn, it should be unconditional. That's it. So we spoil our thing putting into our mental image into it. Okay, these three things are okay. I can consider somehow as a God. Okay, chalega. But that fellow, I consider him as a God. Never. Yeah, comes. Okay. Oh, your attitude of gratitude gone. It's not about the other. It is about you. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Okay. So this you will invite a certain level of energy, and it is experiential. Because it is important that it is experiential. कि it should not be taken. I should not get a call after this session कि आपने सेशन में बताया ना मुझे बहुत फायदा मिलेगा, तो क्या क्या मिलेगा बताइए ना, 1 2 3 करके मैं नोट कर. Don't do that. It's experiential. क्या मिलेगा I don't know. Whatever you need, whatever is in your best interest, that will happen. I don't know. Neither there is any specific thing or specific idea, because this is beyond idea. I told you before. You create a space which is beyond idea, beyond conditioning, beyond give and take, beyond मेरा फायदा किस में है. आई एम स्पेंडिंग हाफ एन आवर डेली, मुझे तो फायदा तो होने चाहिए नहीं. तो ठीक है, बहुत स्मार्ट हो भाई, बट इसमें मैं इनफाइनाइट धंधे का बात कर रहा हूँ, ये छोटे मोटे धंधे का नहीं. इट्स नॉट ए ग्रोसरी शॉप. It is a divine enterprise that we are talking about. We are divine agent. छोटा मोटा छोड़ो. प्रेम निर्मल जी बोलते हैं कि लोगों का एटीट्यूड है लाइक गार्बेज कलेक्टर, हर टाइम गार्बेज के पीछे पड़ा रहता है, किधर से एक गार्बेज उठाओ. सो लुक अप, फॉरगेट अबाउट दोस. So many things are there. Okay, don't be a garbage collector. So forget about that. Just what I'm saying is that if you, to get that connection, you need to surrender. Nobody is demanding you. Yeah. ठीक है, मैं बताऊंगा लेकिन करूंगा नहीं उसको. मैं सरेंडर क्यों करूं? वो मेरा क्या किया? This smartness will not allow you to go beyond. वो तो करके देख लिया ना हम जिंदगी में, वो भी किया, बहुत कुछ किया. So now if we surrender it, let divine takes up. That is the divine grace. Who runs every cell of our body. हमारा एक life चलाना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. Maybe it will not go the way we think is good for me, but it will happen in the way it is of our best interest. All right. I think with this, we'll conclude this learning session. So now, if you have any question, you can ask me. I will answer them.
Sir? Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, this surrendering, it may require time also. Like if I every day I do, maybe it is not coming completely at every time. Just like suppose every morning I may also say that my action and my words and my thought be yours. But maybe as the day passes, I might forget it. Again, I put it like this. We can do it.
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. जब आता है
Yeah.
करो, नहीं आता है मत करो. कोई प्रॉब्लम. देयर इज नो रूल. ओके, अंदर से आना चाहिए बस. दैट्स ऑल. मॉर्निंग में करना भूल गया, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? दिन में कर लो. अभी याद आया, मैं अभी सरेंडर कर दूं. इट्स ओके.
Yes, it is
इट्स अ पाथ ऑफ
completely,
लिबरेशन. It's
yeah,
a path of
complete.
liberation. It's not path of dogma, cult, rules, regulations, imposing. Okay, it's a path of liberation. And first key to go out of this phase is go out of fear. People in the planet Earth right now, controlled, manipulated, and what is one given by fear. Okay, we need to find out the way to go to be with the pure love, not the fear. Fear is an absence of love, is the other side, is darkness versus light. ओके, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. कोई पनिश नहीं करेगा वो ऊपर से आके कि वो जो है ना, वो अभी वो देवता जो है ना, वो एंग्री हो गए हैं ना, उसका रोष अभी आएगा. फालतू. नथिंग. गॉड इज इनफाइनेटली लविंग एंटिटी. No, God, not God. So the creator. Okay. Okay, infinite loving entity. It cannot punish anyone. It has got infinite forgiveness. We cannot fathom that kind of level. How can the creator punish its creation because it did or did not perform something? Not possible. Okay. It's part. Like it's like a finger. No, you cannot punish finger कि ये जो है ना, middle finger तो ज्यादा काम नहीं कर रहा है आजकल, तेरे को punish करना है. Same thing. It cannot happen. Okay. So that's how it works. But surrendering, again, I'm repeating, not actually surrendering, the willingness to surrender makes the difference. Okay. अंदर से अगर if you're willing, तो वो किया नहीं किया, बताया नहीं बताया, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
So
अंदर
it
से
will
जो है ना,
come through gratitude practice. Like
yeah,
attitude of gratitude will develop that.
yeah. So I surrendered to Mataji, and truly, एक दिन मिस हो गया, होता नहीं है, बट इवनिंग मिस हो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Maybe I'm traveling overnight, कोई ये हुआ ही नहीं. Maybe I'm in the flight or whatever. Doesn't matter. वो तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. बट दिस, मैं जो दिल की पुकार है ना, my vibration, that reaches, not the ritual. Okay, so कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Just continue. सब ठीक है. Everything is perfect. The highly spiritually aware person sees everything is perfect in this universe. Only our ego finds fault in everything. that is a just opposite experience. Many people, they come and ask कि जो है ना, I'm experiencing negative things. I wanted to give true answer, but somehow I stop it because they may feel offended. That's why. So, the reason people are feeling that something negative or something, मैं बोला मेडिटेशन कम हो गया, मेडिटेशन ज्यादा करो सब ठीक हो जाएगा, which is correct answer and should be given. ठीक है, you came down and fall in a trap of your ego. That's it. Because I know that negative feeling ऊपर नहीं है. Who is feeling? Ask the question, who is feeling this negative? Definitely your ego. हायर लेवल तो कनेक्शन है, इसे कनेक्शन ही कनेक्शन है, प्योर लव, उसमें कोई ये नहीं है. सेंस ऑफ लैक इज नॉट देयर. सेंस ऑफ लैक इज नॉट देयर बिकॉज fully aware that I'm connected with the infinite source. Infinite source, lack किधर से आ गया? So all lack we are facing coming from our ego or illusion, you can say. That's what it is. So if you meditate, again connect, थोड़ा कनेक्शन से नीचे आ गया, बेसिकली वाइब्रेशन कम हो गया, थोड़ा क्रिया करेंगे, वाइब्रेशन. दैट्स द की. बट आई डोंट टेल देम बिकॉज दे फील मे ऑफेंडेड कि क्या है. सो बिकॉज पीपल हैव ए आइडिया कि वो जो है ना गुरुजी मेरा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर देंगे. तो प्रॉब्लम लेके आया तो मैंने उनको बताया तो मेडिटेट करना है. वो बोला कि मेरा क्वेश्चन डॉज कर रहा है, गुरु को आइडिया नहीं है व्हाट आई एम सफरिंग है. आपको फोन किया तो गिव मी सॉल्यूशन, गिव मी काइंड ऑफ लेक्चर कि मेडिटेशन करो, आपको कुछ नहीं आता. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई थोड़ा सा ये करो करो ठीक है. बट एक्चुअल थिंग इज वाइब्रेशन कम हो गया. वाइब्रेशन ऊपर करने तो वो अपने आप ठीक हो जाए, कुछ करना भी नहीं है, जस्ट बी ह्यूमन बीइंग में फिर वापस आ जाए, वो डूइंग में नहीं. दैट्स ऑल. ऑलराइट, ओके, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
So Rajdeep,
Yes, Shiva.
Not a question, but I think we have to find a different word than gratitude, right? Because the difference between, for example, you're tipping someone versus bribing, right?
Yeah.
Bribe you give ahead of time for a better service.
Yeah.
And tipping is when the service is done, you're happy about it, and you're tipping it, right? So gratitude has to be, I think, surrendering is maybe the right thing, that without an expectation. But when we say gratitude, that means we have received something, and in lieu of that, we're expressing our gratitude.
Correct.
So I think surrendering should come first, right? And then no?
Awareness should come first, that you are receiving.
Yes.
Awareness that we receive. That's why I've given all these examples of free air, free sunlight, and free every cell of our body, pump of our heart, and what else God can give. Oh, sorry, not God. What else a source can give?
Right.
Okay, only we have to be aware that we are receiving it. That's all. Gratitude will automatically come.
Yes, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, that's the only difference. It's just a matter of awareness. It is not a matter of whether we are getting or not, and who is getting, who is not getting. Everybody is getting. Rain is happening all the time. It's only size of our container awareness and how we hold it makes the difference.
Another question is, all the grace, sometimes these are, we all, I mean, around us, we all shine through reflected glory, right? Because the moon, right, for example, it has a reflected, it doesn't have a light on its own, it's reflecting out of sunlight. So eventually, if I, for example, if I express my gratitude to something or somebody who is in turn, I mean, how will it pass through the chain of this?
Oh, yes.
Whatever is come through?
It doesn't matter to whom you are expressing gratitude.
Okay.
एक रास्ते में एक पत्थर को भी हम gratitude express किया, it will go to the universe because it is part of it anyway. A blade of grass express gratitude, it will go to the source. It doesn't matter to whom. That's what I was earlier mentioning. To whom you are surrendering doesn't matter. Even when I'm saying कि हमें बुरा लगता है किसी और को surrender मैं क्यों करूँ? You surrender to yourself. I surrender to my higher self.
That is the right understanding. Yeah.
Okay, that's all. और कुछ नहीं. But again, I'm just repeating. हमें surrender करने के लिए कोई बंदूक लेके हमें सर पे नहीं रखा है. Okay. It is not that surrender. This is a loving surrender. We are voluntarily giving. Why? Because that makes us to vibrate higher. That's it. That gives us the power to go beyond give and take. That's why. And that's how we can reach there and get the connection.
Yeah.
Okay, it's for us. Nobody is demanding any kind of gratitude or surrender, or nobody, they give more, they empower you rather than, even if you are not asking, you are receiving it, many things. Yeah. So that's the only a matter of awareness.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Yes, Shreyashi.
Guruji, you have many times told that awareness and understanding are like two wings of a bird, and gratitude is like the tail. So, what is understanding? Like awareness, okay, I understand that knowing, but what
Understanding
is?
is truth experienced by you firsthand. Okay, I repeat. Understanding is truth experienced by you firsthand, direct. That is called understanding. It is not a theoretical understanding, it is an experiential understanding. More you experience, more your awareness will grow. Okay. You will become more and more aware of the truth. Okay. Less is our this understanding. Then we come to the level of our mind. Okay. Then we go into the external knowledge, not inner knowledge. External knowledge, and they're needed. I'm not saying they're not needed. To maybe you have to some study, you have to go and get some kind of degree and apply for a job. We need that. We need external knowledge as well. But only thing is that is not all. We need to understand that this is not everything. There is much thing beyond that which only can be understood experientially by feeling, not theoretically. That's why I keep on giving examples of, see, somebody never tasted a mango in his or her life. So no matter how much theory or example or this you give, that person will not get the taste of the mango. So what is the best way? Cut a piece of mango and give it to that person. Person taste it, and that's it. He knows. Okay. And that this part is your experiential understanding. So understanding and awareness, the wing is your experiential understanding. More you experience, that will enrich yourself spiritually. Any kind of knowledge is a borrowed knowledge. Like somebody else's experience, maybe somebody is telling something. It's nothing wrong in that, but that is not yours. You are feeling hungry, and somebody showing you how to eat, this, how to eat the very ice cream or eat whatever noodles. Your stomach will not get filled, right? Somebody sharing their own experience will not may not make you have to eat it. Eating is your experiential understanding, and seeing somebody is eating and he's telling the story, that is your intellectual understanding. That will cannot make your stomach fill. In spirituality, that is what is called experiential understanding. You have to eat yourself end of the day, then only know how to satisfy the hunger. Otherwise not. You may have some idea, but it will not. And that is a fundamental reason. Only at the when we are walking the path, this is my advice because I learned it in a hard way. That's what I'm passing on this, and this my experience with you, that don't waste time in going to different method and reading different books. And they're not wrong. I'm not saying they're wrong. Choose one method and follow till its end. It will take you there. There are many, many ways. Bhatkao nahi idhar udhar. You will get more confused. Means if so many things are written on the social media or something, if you read them, you'll get totally confused. Okay. Then what will you do? You will drop your sadhana. You will come and ask your guru to explain them. Why? So you drop that. Just follow one path and finish it. Jotamat tatapat. You select one. You take your time to select. Take your time to select the path, select the guru. It's fine. It's okay. Like a treatment, you're going to a doctor, you're taking advice to somebody. Check what is called the credential. Okay. How many persons are getting benefited? It's up to you. Whatever research you do. So take your own decision. Don't go by the market forces. Market force goes with the glamour. Okay. Marketing tool. How many people one person is following you, it doesn't matter. Ask this question that, okay, this path, we check whether somebody has actually, everybody has an instrument to check the truth. If somebody is telling the truth or not, you forget about who's saying what about whom. Your inner, we have an instrument, it can feel. I don't understand it fully, but what he or she is telling is a truth. I can feel the truth. Truth has its own power to attract. It does not need a marketing agency and best advertisement to do that. So that's why we say that it does not need advertising. It is your own connection with your own soul. You need to be experientially understood, not get influenced by कि 200 लोग और जा रहा है, चलो मैं भी ज्वाइन कर लेता हूँ, उसको कुछ ना कुछ तो मिल रहा है. हाउ डू यू नो कुछ ना कुछ मिल रहा है, नहीं मिल रहा, जा रहा है सही, बट कितने रिजेक्ट होके आ गए, दैट आल्सो डोंट नो. Okay, to talk even to somebody, maybe some guru, if you have to take appointment for 2 months before, your purpose is ruined. Forget about getting guidance regularly. Okay, anyway, so it doesn't matter. Only you have to walk your own path and you have to reach there, and awareness will be developed once you have the understanding of that. Okay, so you just surrender to the path. You need to surrender not to the person, Guru Tattva, which is flowing through that person. That you have to be respectful, not the person. Many people, even they misguided because they started worshipping the personality. It is nothing to do with the personality. Source is same. Okay. Different channels, different stream of the river is coming. You can choose which river you have to go and take bath. It's up to you. Or which river water you will drink. It's up to you. Okay. But the thing is, it is coming from the same source, same mountain, same, but only rivers are different. It's like that. Okay. So identification उस नदी को हम किस नाम में बुलाते हैं doesn't matter. Source is same. Okay, this is the right understanding. All right. So I think I hope it is clear what is understanding and what is
Yes, good.
awareness.
Thank you.
All right. Any other question?